Now, Thomson Reuters hosting an energy workshop in partnership with South African industry and the Department of Energy for the next 2 days. Michelle Carrera, who's commercial manager for commodities and energy at Thomson Reuters, joins us now to talk about new massive oil and gas discoveries in Africa for investors on the continent. Perhaps that's a good place to start, Michelle, as we've heard quite a lot in Kenya in particular about possible oil and gas there. They say it can be a curse for a country to have oil, because it leads to strange imbalances in the economy. But what's your conference about? Is that one of the main topics?
Well, the main, thank you for the invitation. The main topic for this workshop that we had today and then tomorrow is mostly to upgrade the skills of new entrants in oil and gas market into South Africa and Southern Africa as well. We did invite a couple regulators from Namibia and Botswana to join us. So that is the main purpose of this conference.
David?
We're talking about gas and oil in Africa. Is there enough money in the world to actually help us explore all these and bring these to fruition? We're already spending 150 billion rand on Medupi. You know, can we raise the money? Is there enough money in the world for us to actually take advantage of the projects that you're talking about?
Yeah, exactly. So I believe there's enough resources globally to take advantage of the new opportunities especially in the gas in Africa. I can give you an example of one project, for instance, in Mozambique and Tanzania. We've learned since the last 2 years that the coast of Mozambique has one of the largest natural gas in the world. As a matter of fact, it's been proven that the reserve that they found in Mozambique is by far the largest. So we've seen tremendous amount of appetite from large companies such as State Oil in Norway, or Shell, and other companies in Japan, Mitsui, for instance, and Eni, who have invested billions, hundreds of $50 billion to $100 billion in those oil fields. So yes, in my opinion, the appetite is there. If you look at Kenya, for instance, we mentioned about some discovery on crude oil. We've seen tremendous amount of activities in exploration and production in Kenya, Namibia, as well as Uganda.
Looking at this conference, is it a talk shop? Are we going to get agreements on things? Are there issues blocking exploration, like all the sensitive issues around fracking, as they call it?
Well, the workshop we're running today is mainly for, it's sort of training. We basically invited Thomson Reuters existing clients, the major oil and gas companies that are operating into South Africa, and the suppliers who are previously disadvantaged group in South Africa for a workshop so that we can upgrade certain skills. In terms of the shale gas, that was your question. Yeah. Into South Africa, we didn't touch into that, but however, we touch into how LNG will completely change the global markets, oil and gas market. It was quite an extensive coverage, but no specific discussion on the shale gas in South Africa. We did speak about the effect of the shale gas in the United States and how it is changing the global oil market. The United States has become a net exporter of diesel and of gasoline, whereby a few years ago they were importing gasoline from Northwest Europe and exporting diesel. It has become another way. They have completely changed the world. And yes, so I believe that the shale gas is completely a game changer in the global markets.
Michelle, if we just go back to the Mozambique gas field, from what I understand, as you say, that's a massive opportunity for the region.
Correct, yeah.
And there is other exploration on near Angola, Namibia, etc. Are you aware of South Africa looking to participate in that? In other words, getting much more gas into South Africa and utilizing. Is that a realistic opportunity for us?
Definitely. I can give you an simple example. Sasol is actively involved into Mozambique. As you know, they're currently building a gas plant, electric gas plant, where they use natural gas as a feedstock for electricity generation. So as such, Mozambique being closer to South Africa, it will be an excellent opportunity for companies such as Sasol or Petro SA to tap into that market. Currently, the kind of activity we see in Mozambique are mostly driven by foreign companies, mostly from Japan, South Korea, India, and Houston-based companies.